Hello, my name is Bill and welcome to Mind Your Crypto. Today I will be talking about Ankr. I will be updating and of course making the technical analysis against USD, Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you like the content, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell button and share. Thank you so much already for the support. This is a new channel and it really means a lot to me. Let's grow together because I want, of course, your financial freedom, but I always want to educate you if I can through my channel. I want you to learn about the basic things, about some more deep things into the technical analysis so you can by yourself do what I can, and I'm sure you can, and I'm sure you will be better than me because I know I am not the best at charting, but I know some things for quite some time now. So right now, let's jump back into our charts, okay? And we got here the Fibonacci retracement. I've made that from the top. I circled here, we are in the trading view. I hit the Fibonacci retracement and I went from the top to one of the bottoms. I think it was more useful for my Fibonacci retracements. What Fibonacci retracement shows us is the possible support and resistance level. Possible support and resistance levels. Does it always work? No, but at this moment I find it really useful. We are now here at 0.5 Fibonacci or 50% Fibonacci level with the green line, and you can see it is around 0.142. This is our current support level. We don't want to break beyond this and testing a new level, and we want to go upwards, retesting this resistance level at around 0.16, okay, and break through, but I will explain that later. Right now we got the MACD. The MACD is basically when you subtract the MA of the moving average of 12 days with a moving average of 26 days. This is the standard MACD. You can always put your own days, okay, but right now I'm using the standard MACD. And of course with the orange line we got our signal line. Based on our signal line we can see if we have a bearish situation or a bullish situation. When the blue line is beyond the signal line we have a bearish situation, and when the blue line is above the signal line we have a bullish situation. Is that always the case? No, it's not always the case. When we have a bearish situation, when we see the blue line going beyond the signal line, like this case here, guys, then we don't always have a bearish situation because the whole price action movement of this coin might be bullish, and I don't think that according to the blue line, the MACD, we don't always have bearish situation when it is when it is beyond the signal line. We need to see the price action when we have this movement. For example, here we got some major distance between those two lines. You can see here the orange line and the blue line. We had some huge major distance, but we didn't see the Ankr. We didn't see the price action going so far upwards like the MACD we had here. For example, here, guys, we had the same hit distance, we had about the same distance, but look at the price action of Ankr. Of course, MACD tells us much about the bearish and the bullish situation of a coin, but it doesn't tell how much it will fall or how much it will grow. Right now, guys, we are in a bearish situation. We are in the same bearish situation for the Ankr, and of course, we are looking to see if they will keep like that, so we test the new levels or not. So let's go to our relative strength index and the commodity channel index. The relative strength index takes goes between 30 and 70. That are the standard numbers for the RSI. When it is between those numbers, we don't have any overbought or any oversold situation, and we don't have any exact buying opportunity or any selling opportunity. Of course, here we wanted to sell because look at the commodity channel index, I will talk about it later, and the RSI. Both of these indexes were above the 100 for the commodity channel index and the 70 for the RSI. When you see that both going upwards, then you want to sell. That was the case with that as well. That was the case with this scenario. Did we want to sell? No, the bull run just started, so we had to see other factors in order to understand that this here price movement was not something we should panic, and of course a selling opportunity. But when we exceed to this point, it was a selling opportunity, and I will explain that. But right now, into the RSI, we can find support levels as well. For example, now we want to maintain this support level around 53.54, okay, and we now maintain this support level. We can see when a price movement isn't the same, you can see here the price got closed into a lower price on the 7th April than this price on the 11th April. It might close the same, it might not, but we have the same RSI. So right now we want to see, we tend to believe that Ankr might have a more potential of going down, but we will see about that. The commodity channel index goes between -100 and 100, that's the standard for the commodity channel index. And the commodity channel index has it is not as stable as our RSI because it contains much better, it is more sensitive to the price. That's why you see going so much upwards here, that's why you see going so much downwards here. It is more sensitive to the price. Okay, so right now we are going to the Bollinger Bands, and what we are seeing here is the Bollinger Bands shows us the volatility, shows us what is the volatility, and so what is the risk with the cryptocurrency market. Of course, in the cryptocurrency market we have had such a high volatility, but we don't have the exact risk, because cryptocurrency, you can see it going from one day to another, -30% or -40 or +40% of its price, or even more. That is the key to success for cryptocurrency market, but we can also fall into the trap and panic. We don't need to panic. Right now, the Bollinger Bands, we have a top line and the bottom line. When we have this top line here, we extend the Bollinger Bands. You can see here, we extend the Bollinger Bands, and we have a risk. When the price candle here, when the price candle extends the Bollinger Bands, the top line of the Bollinger Band, we have a risk. That's why we consolidate for a bit. We are going like this way, consolidating for a bit. And the opposite way, of course, when we extend the bottom line of the Bollinger Bands, we go like this, and of course upwards again. That's why here, when I made the video, I told you it is a good buying opportunity for the next days. Okay, so right now we are seeing it again hitting the bottom. According to the Bollinger Bands, we might see the Ankr do something like that, but it is not exactly how it is going to happen. We might not see that, we might see that, we will check again. And when we have a squeeze point, a much lower distance between the top line and the bottom line, we have a buying opportunity for the midterm. That's why we want to buy, but we need to see other indicators as well. So right here we are going to anchor against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame. Of course, here this is our support level we want to maintain. We want to see higher lows, guys, higher lows. We want to see this going into this, then going into a squeeze point, then moving upwards. But right now we need to maintain this level around 0.0050, okay, 24. That's the price here. Ankr against Bitcoin, because you know, you divide Ankr against Bitcoin, you get this support here. We're going to maintain here the support line, otherwise we will fall again down to this support line, which sits at 0.50 to 12. Okay, so right now we need to maintain this level, but the cross here, the 50-day moving average, is again going above the 20-day, 30-day. Look how close they are. We are not sure if it will go upwards. We want to remain the 50-day MA. We want to remain down the 20-day MA and the 30-day EMA, so we will be sure when we have more of a bullish scenario and not such a bearish scenario. Right now you can see it going so close to each other. That's why we are seeing this price movement a little bit up, a little bit down. Okay, so right now we have the anchor against Bitcoin in the 4-hour frame. Right now, guys, we are going to see in the daily frame. And I want you to always focus on this one. When we have this huge distance between the lines, between the 20-day EMA and the price, we have a very high risk. We are going to consolidate, of course, and that's what we did here. We went from all up here to downwards here. We need the 20-day EMA, the 30-day EMA with the orange line, and the 50-day EMA with the red line. Find their prices, going up to their prices. Okay, find the price, and of course we need the price action to consolidate for a bit till we see those lines reaching the price, especially the 20-day EMA. And right now, with this huge distance, you can see here we had a very high risk for quite some days right now. 25 March, 26, 27, we had quite some risk now. Okay, so we need to see the prices going up a bit. Right now we are having this as our support line, and of course we don't want to see it going downwards. So anchor against Bitcoin in the weekly frame. I use this chart to see the macro perspective. And of course here we had 1, 2, 3 tops. Look at this. And we are going a little bit down. We might even test here this support line. We might even test this one here, support line, which was previously a resistance line. We might make new support level. We will see about that. But right now, this is what I was looking about macro perspective, but I won't analyze it any further. I want to move on. I want to move on to the price action and the price analysis. So right here, I'm on the 4-hour frame in the anchor against USD, and we got 3 price targets here. The one is 0.4142 cents, the other is 0.16 cents, and the other one is 0.125 cents. If we manage to stay here, we will probably see a more of a price action upwards till we reach this resistance point. We might see if we stay in this line in the medium of 0.42, around there, guys. It's not exactly like this, it is around there. If we stay here and maintain the support level, we might see going upwards again. Or if we break down, we will see retesting 0.125, and maybe here, if we go beyond, we will have a clear buying opportunity again. As we move lower to the support levels, you want to invest more. Moving lower to this support level, you put more money. Moving to this red zone here, to this support level, you will put more money. And of course, if we fall down, if it is the case of falling down here, we will put more money as well. But right now, if we see it going here, we might have a more clear buying opportunity. Of course, in the very, very short term, we might see this price movement action. And going back to 0.16, for me, it doesn't worth putting my money here and of course seeing that such a huge short-term price action. But if we maintain the support and you want to invest, you should know that we might not extend from 0.16 around here. This might be our more predict resistance line. Okay, this might be our more predict resistance line, our more good resistance line. We might not extend 0.163. This line is 0.163 cents. Okay, 163, 0.163 to be more clear. We might not extend this price. We might stay here or eventually drop, have a more clear buying opportunity, or going upwards for the short term. If we hit the resistance and fall down again, we won't have a buying opportunity. But of course, if we go above this line, we will have a clear buying opportunity again. So for right now, for Anchor, we need to wait and see, be patient for all those who bought at the top. For those who bought at the top, guys, don't worry, better days are coming. Let's see Anchor against Ethereum. Big bearish candle here. I think, guys, we will hit this new support level, not new support level, this support level here, as we did 7th April, we might hit this support level. We might even go beyond. Ethereum is looking good in April, it is looking strong, and 50-day MA is above 30 and 20-day MA. And of course, we had this bearish cross here in their movement, and the bearish scenario keeps going for Ankr against Ethereum, I mean the Ethereum chart, and we might see it going downwards for more. Okay, so that's it for Ankr against Ethereum, and let's go to our final chapter. Okay, so the market cap, 1 billion market cap in dollar valuation, circulating supply around 7 billion, and we can see the price 148 cents, around there. Okay, so right now, if you multiply the circulating supply with the dollar, with the price, you get the market cap. And of course, the market cap, we compare it to other altcoins or the Bitcoin itself to see if it has potential. And right now, it is cheap. The altcoin is still cheap. The Ankr is still cheap. If we have the demand we need in the future, we will have a more price action here for Ankr. We will have a better price for sure. Or if we have a lower supply. That's why when you listen to their burning tokens and they minimize the supply, then the price goes upwards. Is that always the case when the supply gets lower? Is it always the case that we will see a pump up in the price? No. The demand has to grow as well or stay the same. If we see a lower supply and the demand lowers too, then we won't necessarily see a huger price action. But it has, for the demand and the supply, it's basic economics, guys. The demand has to stay the same or even going higher. When we see that, we will see a price action. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I got the timestamps for the guys who are in Russia for Ankr, but this was very informative video. You should check it all from the start to finish. I advise you to do that, and of course, I might do some videos like this in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. See you soon with more videos. Bye.